Welcome back to our second game of our AABA triple header here on Saturday. It's championship rematch, Hrazdan versus the Armens. This is a huge game. Armens undefeated on the season. They're led by none other than Warren Helliger, who's been crushing it all season long.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. I think that's going to be the key for Hrazdan. Can they stop him? I think this is going to be a completely different game, and obviously Tevon is the player that we love.
Tevon, one of the best players I've ever seen at leaking out on baskets, missed baskets, made baskets. He's always on the other end of the court and always finds himself wide open.
If I could be as fast as he is for an hour, I'd be satisfied. He plays so quick on the court.
If I could be half as fast as him,
yeah,
I'd like that.
He just plays so fast. Reminds me of Lonzo Ball when he was playing at Chino Hills, UCLA. He's a great, great player for this team.
These standings brought to you by LA Storm. Hrazdan, third seed right now, just barely in the playoffs. A win today would really help their case. And for the Armens, they got some faces back, but they're also missing some guys. No Patrick Panucci for them, no Cole Barton, but they do have big Fred Odiambo back and Gabby Ajemian. He's also back on the court.
Those are two big losses for Armens, but they get two big players back. Gabby Ajemian, a real great player. Obviously, you got some size there. Should be a real good matchup. I want to see how Hrazdan matches up in this one. Do they play a zone? Do they go man? How are they going to look?
And for Hrazdan, Anthony, they got a fellow Trojan on the court, JT Terrell.
Let's go. I got to keep my bias aside, my USC bias. Excited to see him play, really. I mean, this should be a good matchup. And we have a player, Coach Sampson, on the sidelines.
I mean, Anthony, I know there's another familiar face on that Armens bench right now.
There is Johnny Mansourian, my roommate. I'm going to give him a lot of stuff if he loses. But he's a great shooter. He's a great shooter. He moves the ball, or moves without the ball really well. And he's a new addition for this team, and he's been doing real well.
He's actually been a great component for this Armens team since joining them. Tip still up in the air, ends up going to the Armens.
No jump from Avedian. Smart.
Well, the Odiambo can't control, and Hrazdan winds up with it. Ibrahimian bringing it up. Great pass, and Hudatian gets Hrazdan kicked off.
That's such a nice dime from Narba. Experienced player. He knows how to play this game.
And Hrazdan, right now, they're missing their coach, Ara Shajade. Gabby just floats up and finishes the layup.
It's so easy for him when he's going to the basket.
I mean, look, we've been talking about it all day. People floating, staying up in the air. Gabby just showed a great example of that.
Missed three from Narba. You have to make him shoot because he's so great attacking to the basket.
Odiambo might have traveled, ends up with the bucket.
Him against Avedian, that's a big matchup.
He's just a tough cover for everyone with this 7-foot frame.
Absolutely.
Terrell drives. Ball stays with Hrazdan.
Good penetration, nice cut from Tevon. Just couldn't find him.
And you know what a luxury it is having a guy like Samson and Jagulian on your team, a player coach, and he's stepping up right now and coaching for Hrazdan.
He's got a great basketball mind, and you could see it. One of the highest IQ players that I've really seen.
Helliger can't get it to go. Rebound of Avedian. Hudatian on the break, finds Jamal McCoy. McCoy, he's long on that triple. Helliger the other way, the lead's leading scorer with 36 points a game. Odiambo from deep, and he hits.
Wow, he splashed that too.
Hey, talk about that. He could stretch the floor, he could score inside, outside, grab a rebound, throw it down. He's gonna do everything today. McCoy can't answer, and Odiambo coming off a 2-game suspension after an altercation he had a couple weeks ago. Good to see him back on the court and in good spirits.
That's the matchup to watch inside. Avedian against him. How is he going to hold up?
You know, Avedian, he's played so much high-level basketball. A Hall of Famer at Cal Lutheran. I'm sure he has some tricks up his sleeve.
Absolutely.
Helliger, first bucket of the game.
Composed finish from there. Just a nice drive.
The other way, Hudatian leaking out instantly. McCoy, or that's Terrell. Terrell, no good. Oh, rebound, Odiambo. Tahanian almost loses it. Hard, too strong.
Good take, just not a good finish.
Terrell working on the Bahian. And Kudatian wide open.
Nice cut from Kudatian. Just high IQ player, knows where to go. Smart play.
Helliger driving, almost loses it. Ajemian. Too strong. Kudatian 2-on-1 break. Goes through 2 defenders, draws a foul, he'll shoot 2.
It's 100 miles per hour no matter what. He just is, it's all gas all the time, but he does it in a smart way. He doesn't just run without any type of mentality. He knows where to go, he knows how to finish, and that's a big difference for him.
And that's another high IQ player, as we were talking about, Anthony. He always knows where. There's a certain difference between just leaking out and leaking out with a purpose.
Exactly, and he does it with a purpose. He just knows where to go. He knows where the ball is going to be. And it's speed all the time. You're going to blink and you miss him.
No good on both free throws. Uncharacteristic for him. McCoy thought he was going to get called for the foul thanks to ref. And there's Tahani with his first bucket. And I'm surprised Tahani didn't throw that one down.
Yeah, he has sneaky hops.
Ibrahimian with it. And Afedian with the fadeaway. Can't finish. And there's Kudatian getting a rebound instead of the 7-footer.
Wow.
And there's Terrell. Terrell doing JT Terrell things, the former USC Trojan.
Good finish from Terrell. Nice cut, nice find.
And this championship rematch early on, living up to expectations. The Bahian can't hit. And Diabo, put back jam.
Whoa, I didn't expect that to happen. That was insane.
Terrell off balance, no good on the 3.
Yeah, I thought he got fouled, or he thought he got fouled, and he just went up with it.
And the Armens continuing to push the pace. Helliger misses the free throw line jumper.
They're doing what Hrazdan does best, just pushing the pace.
McCoy draws a foul. Armens, excellent scoring inside right now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key. How are they going to dominate the paint? Because they've got the size, even with Harut and Gabby. They're usually the tallest players on that team, but they're not the tallest on this team.
Vedian with it. Gets it to Ibrahimian. A lot of familiarity between those two. Turnaround jumper is good for Avedian.
Avedian's been hitting that shot before we were born. That's just easy work.
That's vintage right there. Tahanian sets the screen for Helliger. Dancing. Up top, Odiambo. No good. Ibrahimian almost loses it. Tabakian there. And Gabby. Easy finish for him.
Unlucky for Hrazdan.
And you know what? That's Tabakian's game. He's always pressuring, always playing stingy defense, and just finds himself making plays. McCoy in the post. Great rip-through move, and he finishes.
That's a great move right there, attacking the basket. He had Ibrahimian and Avedian ready for the 3. He just took it to himself.
5-point Armens lead with 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Tabakian driving. Odiambo. Teammates saying go to work. He picks up his dribble. 5 on the shot clock. Ajemian with it. He pulls up. Can't get it to go. Hrazdan bringing it the other way. Terrell dancing. Terrell can't hit. Hits the shot clock. That'll be out of bounds.
That's a tough shot. I thought he was going to fall, but Armen's off to a good start.
You know, I really like what I'm seeing from the Armens so far, offensively and defensively, just pounding it inside.
It looks like they're playing composed. They know their plan. They know what they have to do, and they're sticking to it.
Helliger, tough bucket.
That was nice against one of the best defenders.
And, you know, I'm going to have to give that discipline, you know, credit to Coach Viken Eskijian, longtime coach, FIBA coach, and there's Tevon Kudatian cleaning it up. Tevon doing great things so far.
Yeah, he's everywhere. You know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he's able to just impose his will and just have an impact. And that was just a smart play again from him.
He's like a gnat. He's just always there.
Everywhere.
The Tabakian Rattles one in.
But then he lost them right there.
Ibrahimian driving. Flood past to McCoy, and McCoy can't get it to go. Helliger working on Ibrahimian. That mid-range jumper is money for him.
That's a tough, tough shot. And Hrazdan wants to carry, but you got to stick on him.
Corner now, Ibrahimian can't hit. Avedi winds up with it. Backing down to Hanian. McCoy drives and finishes.
Strong finish. That's what you have to do against a player who's taller than you. You just got to attack him, and he did a good job there.
2.5 left now in this first quarter. Helliger slicing through the defense. Gets hit on the arm. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Hrazdan's coach is here.
Coach Arash Hajain finally making it out here. Good news for Hrazdan.
Armens have been doing a good job on offense. Kind of just not forcing anything, making the right plays, and a lot of the loose balls have been going their way.
And you know what? It's similar to the last game. They've got a deeper bench today, so they can, expend that energy. They have guys to come in, rotate between.
Thankfully, both teams have subs, so rarities today. It's just the truth, They played with 5 guys all guts.
Terrell gets it to go.
He learned that at Galen Center at USC. I'll take credit for that. No, I'm just joking.
Helliger now with Bolosian defending. Great deep header row.
Wow. His offensive package is so smooth. Just gets to the spot. Not much you can do. That was good defense. He just still hit the tough shot.
His game reminds me a lot of DeMar DeRozan, just hitting from the mid-range.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you like that one too, another former Trojan.
Another one right there. I know Greg Shishin thought he was DeMar DeRozan.
Terrell finishes up amongst those
nice
Yambo.
finish. And that's what you have to do. You got to attack the body of the taller player.
Jemian now driving.
Some miscommunication on that pick and roll. They wanted to ice it, but they didn't.
Lead up to 7 now for the Armens. Hudatian finds Terrell, and Terrell can't get it to go. Yambo. Look, Hudatian's been working on the boards, but he's not getting that one.
Yeah, not much you can do there.
The ball he gets a call, and McCoy and Terrell both don't think it's a foul.
Yeah, that was a tough call. I don't know about that one.
Number 32, JT Terrell. His second personal. Third team foul for Hrazdan. The line shooting 2, Andrew DeBarr.
Minute and 2 seconds remaining in this first quarter. The Armens have jumped out to a 7-point lead early on.
They've been looking good, and I think they've been doing a good job. The key for them, and I know it sounds simple, is you got to have good offense, because if you miss shots, Hrazdan wants to push, and when they're not pushing, it hurts their chances in a half-court set. And the Armens have been doing a good job on offense.
It helps when you have the league's leading scorer in Warren Helliger, but if I've seen a bucket or JT Terrell and Hrazdan is probably one of the best bucket getters I have ever seen.
Yeah. They just haven't really got into a flow. I think the shots haven't been falling for them.
Terrell almost loses the handle. Dubakian, great on defense. Avedian, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Left hand, can't finish. Terrell cleans it up.
A lot of those second chance points have been going to Hrazdan.
And now Jemian finds Tahanian. Stripped off his foot. Ball to Hrazdan.
Smart strip from Hudatian off Tahanian's foot. That's a big play right now.
Now a chance for a 2-for-1 for Hrazdan if they get it up quick enough. And Hrazdan, the quick move.
Such a quick first. I mean, what do you do, right? You can't do anything, right?
So
He's just too
tough
quick.
to guard. 15 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. Helliger with it, Bolosian guarding him. And Bolosian gives a foul. Last foul to give. Next one, bonus.
Number 14, Andreas Bogosian. First personal, fourth team foul.
Jamian inbound, McCoy covering. Into Helliger. 5 seconds. Tahanian sets the screen. Helliger against Terrell. Can't bake it in, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Hrazdan down 5. The Armens imposing their will early.
Scores 28-23. More coming in the second quarter.
Here with Coach Viken Niskijian of the Armens at Academy USA's Coach's Corner. Viken, what's allowed you guys to get out to this early lead?
I mean, we're pushing the ball. That's we're getting maybe knowing about it, so we're pushing the ball. The only thing what I'm not liking is we're giving a lot of second chance points and easy rebounds. We're counting a lot on the big and being lazy on defense. Gave them a lot of points on offense. I mean, the ball is moving a little bit better this time, and Warren is doing his thing.
How does it feel to have Odiambo and Gabby back from suspension?
Yeah, I mean, it's a relief, but at the same time, he looks a little bit rusty. I want him to take the ball and take the initiative and be more involved in offense as well as on defense.
Thank you, Coach. Second quarter of this championship rematch about to start. McCoy getting things started off for Hrazdan. JT Terrell inside. Avedian. And Anthony, it looks like Avedian is turning back the clock today.
It's just easy work for him when he gets that deep. There's really not much you can do. He's so great with both hands, left hand. It's just a tough guy to defend.
Helliger, that one might have been in a carry.
Yeah, it looked like a carry.
Odiambo drives and throws it down.
Yeah, they've got to help quicker on that one.
Hrazdan drives. He's going back to the free throw line. And we've been talking about it with him all game long, that quick first step.
And it's one to be quick, but he's a great finisher when he gets to the basket. With his left hand, he's very adept at that. That's what makes him so difficult to defend. You really don't know what he's going to do once he gets toward the basket.
And the one thing missing from Hrazdan's game is that triple. The deep shot is the one place that he can still continue to improve on.
It's like with Giannis, right? Every player has that flaw, and I think if he gets that three-point shot, it makes him difficult to defend.
I think he'd be virtually unguardable with that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think he's just so quick with the ball, so smart, knows where to be.
Helliger with it. And I'll tell you what, Bolosian matched up with Helliger, he is a guy that won't back down from anyone.
Absolutely.
Jemmy with the bucket, and Terrell pushing the pace. Goes inside. He thought he got fouled. Ref
Yeah, a
thinks
lot of contact.
otherwise. A Jemian 1-on-3 break. And he hits the pull-up.
I've never seen that before. 1-on-3 just pulls up in the mid-range. Smart play from a Jemian.
Vedian didn't seem like he was ready on that one, and Jemian made him pay.
Yeah, probably waiting for him to drive.
Great defense by Tahani, and Armens can't come up with it. McCoy can't finish through Odiambo. Other way, Helliger. Takes it himself and gets it done.
Good finish from Melliger. On that last possession, though, McCoy, a lazy pass and then tipped away, didn't give it back to Avedian.
McCoy able to finish there.
He's going to keep attacking, though. That's a good mindset.
This game is everything you would expect from two of the best teams in the league so far. Helliger gets Bolosian in the air.
It's been Helliger. Misses that, but that's such a good shot for him.
And Hrazdan errant pass. Armens come up with it.
Yeah, too
Tahanian
high.
on the break, and there's Belosian stealing it.
Great effort.
Anthony, right now, I don't think either of these teams could pass a 5th grade math test.
Oh my God.
Armens control it now. Looks like they're going to get into a half-court set. Jemian can't hit. Haru can't rebound. Terrell right into Jemian's body.
A lot of contact on that one.
Helliger slicing through the lane. He hit the ground hard. I thought he got fouled.
I thought that was a foul too.
No, refs letting both teams play. And
This
this
is-
sloppy passing continues.
Real sloppy.
Helliger, acrobatic finish. Timeout called by Hrazdan's coach, Arha Jajain, and we're going to take a break with them. We'll be right back after the commercial break.
My Detroit players, Tim's from my hooligans in Brooklyn.
Damn.
Сведут на запах, когда папа в будке. Вроде бабеланти, не шутки. Индивиды клауда, опресны как бабки. На плече тяжелые биги, а машина мама.
Fear no listen, my dumb hands up, I talk about the legalize. If you scared, shut the fuck up, man, if you scared. No, fear no listen, my dumb hands up, I talk about the legalize. If you scared, shut the fuck up, man, if you scared.
Nine-point lead for the Armens. 6:58 left in the first half. Anthony, look, we brought you here to the ABA, bringing you into the commentary booth, and we're not giving you a show.
Exactly. That, you know, they knew I was here. They had to give me a show. That's another 4 shot from Hrazdan.
And the Armens bring it the other way. A chance to extend their lead to double digits. The Baghian, no good. Rebound Hrazdan. Terrell has Khudatsian on the break. Wide open layup. Haru can't chase him down.
That's a perfect fast break. I know if Magic Johnson was here, he would love that fast break.
Actually tried getting Magic to play in the league. Said he's a little out of shape.
Makes sense, I guess.
Odiambo fighting for post position. Tahanian, Jemian. And Cabby hits.
Wow. Good ball movement on that.
This Armens team is looking scary right now. Despite missing Panusi, doing a great job. No Cole Barton either, who made his debut last week. A very nice move. And the veteran will go to the free throw
He
line.
should get the ball every possession. He should get it every possession, touch the ball. Especially when he's that deep, it just makes it so difficult to defend him.
And you know, Tahanian just about their height-wise, but Avedian has that muscle on him, has that size.
Yeah, and most importantly, he has that experience. He's able to know where to be, how to get to his spot. And Armens, no substitution so far. I'm a little surprised.
Avedian good on the first, and Viken liking what he's seeing from his starting unit.
Yeah.
Keeping it going, but will fatigue play a factor towards the end of the game?
I think they've got a good flow. You don't want to ruin it. But, yeah, fatigue is the question. Hrazdan obviously has seven players today.
Avedian good on both. Lead down to 8 for the Armens. The Jemian with it. Terrell guarding him. The Jemian can reverse. Other way now. Hrazdan bringing it. Ibrahimian pulls up. And Ibrahimian gets it to go.
That's a good shot. Good shot. Get some confidence. He's missed a couple.
Excellent game by both teams so far. Helliger with it. Coming off his 39-point performance. Throws it right out of bounds.
That's a tough pass. Good idea, but good defense from Hrazdan. They've answered pretty well after that timeout.
That last turnover got Ibrahimian pumped up. And he gets it right back. Stays with Hrazdan.
That paint presence, it just makes you overthink, and that's really what we saw right there.
And, you know, great job by Hrazdan moving off the ball. Always have a cutter.
Most of the time it's been Kudatian to the cutter.
Avedian fadeaway off, and Kudatian no one near him.
You can't sleep. Whoever's guarding him, you have to know where he is every single second, because he gets those shots, and it's a killer for your momentum.
Lead now down to 4. Helliger puts it back up to 6. That's a tough shot.
Thought he got fouled on it too, but he's just so quick with the ball, gets to his spots easily.
Terrell finally gets a foul call the other way.
Almost had that acrobatic layup in too. Good response from Hrazdan though.
I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of players in this league. They look like they're being Cirque du Soleil the way they finish.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw it last game with Kashishin and Kalegian.
Terrell misses the first free throw. His first trip to the line today. Finally a sub for the Armens. Ajemian getting a break. Mansourian in.
They probably heard me. They heard, oh, we haven't used the sub yet. Hard for Mansourian. He's the first sub. Everyone's already warmed up. He's got to warm up quick.
I'll tell you what, a guy like Johnny, he needs to just see one go in and he's going to start letting it fly.
Absolutely.
Helliger finds Odiambo. Odiambo fouled. He's going to the line. Esteban picking up Odiambo over there. That was probably a little tough for him.
That was tough. And Samson is upset. He's got to be careful.
And, you know, Samson calling for Helliger to be called for a carry, whatever. Helliger's just dancing.
Yeah, Helliger doesn't. Like, Samson is a man of many talents. Coach, player, GM, ref. His IQ is off the charts. If he says it's a carry, it probably is a carry. Good contest though on that finish.
You know, I thought that was clean defense. Odiambo good on the first. Lead back up to 6 for Armens.
Hrazdan though, they've been getting some good momentum these last couple possessions. You want to keep it up.
And, you know, crazy thing about this game, Anthony, it's a little old-fashioned. Not too much getting done from behind the arc.
Yeah, not at all. As Avedian takes a 3.
Right on cue, he misses. And, you know,
That's a good shot, though.
Any shot. Honestly, I'm the guy that believes Avedian has limitless range.
Absolutely. He's going to hit those shots in timely moments.
Bohemian can't hit. Rebound to Injagulian. Terrell with it. 9 on the shot clock. Udatian cuts, and he's swatted by Odiambo. Corner Ibrahimian. Shot clock expires on him. Ball was out of bounds anyways.
Good team defense from the Armens. Hrazdan looked a little just out of funk on that possession.
And you know what? It's those lapses in the middle of the games that come back to haunt you at the end.
Yeah, those count. I think every possession is important. You don't want to give up turnovers either. So
Helliger brings now. And as we mentioned, a huge game for Hrazdan, fighting for playoff positioning. And wow. I don't know if that was Harut or Narbev, but that's 2 points for Armens.
I think that was Harut. Great extra effort on that. I'm telling you, he has sneaky hops.
Terrell off a screen. Tough bucket.
That's a tough shot.
As I said, he's just a bona fide bucket getter. Helliger dancing now. Turnaround jumper through 2 defenders.
It's been the Helliger show on offense for Armens.
Bohemian bringing it. Avedian. That's open for him. Tabaki now with it. And we were talking about Kashishian last game. He's eventually going to hit one. Avedian is bound to hit one at one point.
Absolutely. And you gotta be, and he's gonna keep shooting too, and you just can't leave him open. But that's what makes him so difficult to defend. He can stretch the floor, he can get into the paint. He has a mid-range. He's good with both hands. I think I was a little. Samson was complaining. He thought that was just a bad pass from him. Might have been the case.
Terrell's 3rd foul already, Anthony. Odiembo with his third dunk.
Wow. He just laid him out.
And you know, there's some kids on the baseline, they're tapping their heads saying, that's on your head. That's on your head top.
You got to be careful with that.
Into Terrell, Debakian guarding him. Certified bucket getter right there.
Smooth, just smooth. Just gets to the spot and just easy.
.225 left in this quarter. Armens clinging on to a 7-point lead. Helliger, he'll go to the line.
Fouls going up on number 5, Samson Injagulian.
You think a boxing one might be an idea that Hrazdan might entertain.
Might not be a bad idea, especially you got to start crowding the paint with Odiembo. Make him play in a crowd. We've seen Helliger's playing in a crowd. He's still scoring.
That actually might not be a good idea. I think because of Helliger's ability, but also that size in the paint, and then you have a Jamian who's a great shooter. It's a tough task to figure out how can you defend this team, especially when you don't have the same size.
Checking in for Hrazdan is number 24, Jamal McCoy, for number 16, Zari Mooney. Shooting 1, Warren.
And you know, Terrell and Helliger getting shots in very similar matters. They don't care that there's a hand in their face, 2 defenders on them. They're still jacking it up, and I'll tell you what, it's a good shot for either of them.
Bucket getters, yeah. No shot is tough for them.
Mendatia now with that quick first step. Finds McCoy. McCoy gets whistled for a walk.
It's just when you have that presence in the paint, it just makes you overthink. Even when he might not even be trying to contest the shot, just his presence, you don't really feel natural going against it because you're waiting to get blocked.
I really feel like Hrazdan just shooting themselves in the foot. Chance to make it a 5-point game. You travel. Possessions before it was a 5-point game. They took a bad shot. It's just, you know, it's the little things.
Yeah.
Odiembo, great pass across the court. Mansourian has it. 5 on the shot clock. Into Odiembo, loses it 1 foot. No good. Rebound Kudatian.
Good defense from Hrazdan right there.
Injagulian. Inside, Ibrahimian. He's got Helliger on him. Flood pass. Terrell. Way deep. No good.
Yeah, that's just a tough ask from that deep.
Helliger pulls up. Injagulian getting into space and contesting well. And Ajemian can't clean it up. Tahanian, third effort, no good.
Wow. Big break for Hrazdan.
Ajemian gives the foul before Kudatian crosses the half-court line. Minute and 7 seconds left in this first half. Anthony, we've seen some great basketball so far.
Yeah, it's been just outstanding competition. I think that's really what you will hope for.
And Anthony, you want to talk about efficiency? The Armens right now are shooting 58% from the floor.
And the good thing for Hrazdan is that can't carry out throughout the game. Some shots are going to stop falling, so I guess that's a good thing for them.
I don't know if Helliger's going to keep making those.
Unless it's Helliger. Good shot from him, but 10-point game, he was getting close.
Terrell gets it right back.
Tough shot, tough shot. What else can you do on defense?
These two are putting on a show right now. Terrell with 16, Helliger with 18. Inside Odiembo, driving, loses it, and the ball back to Hrazdan. Armens up 8. Hrazdan, chance to make it a 2-possession game going into the half.
Got to get the best shot possible right now.
I think the best shot possible for them is any shot out of Terrell's hands.
Absolutely, absolutely.
6 on the game clock. Terrell with it. Ajemian guarding him. Terrell can't hit, and that'll do it for the first half. An offensive explosion from JT Terrell and Warren Helliger. Anthony, we've seen some tough defense, but it hasn't really made an effect.
Yeah, he's just been such a good bucket getter, and whatever he does, he's just able to get to spot, able to get the shot up. Great performance from him so far.
That'll do it for the first half. Armens up 8. We'll be right back.
My Detroit players, Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn.
Damn.
Все идут на запах, когда папа в будке. Братья бабеланты, не шутки. Индивиды клауда, опресны как бабки. На плече тяжелый биги, а машина мама.
Fear no lies, my freedom hands up. I talk about the legalize. If you scared, shut the fuck up, man. If you scared, no fear no lies, my freedom hands up. I talk about the legalize. If you scared, shut the fuck up, man. If you scared.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Last year was an eye-opening experience working out for 5 teams. So your hard work is what got you those opportunities. And I always said I'll open the door for you, but you just got to do your part.
No, that's true. It's funny because he told me that when I signed with him. He's like, look, I'm gonna get you in front of these doors. I'm gonna get you in front of NBA doors, no doubt. But once you walk into that gym, you gotta perform. I can't perform for you.
Our second game of the Academy USA triple header. The AABA League is coming out strong with a championship rematch. Hrazdan versus Armens. Anthony, going into the second half, what's your sniper scouting report?
Yeah, I think you got to. Hellinger has been outstanding. I mean, he's just such a bucket. So easy from offensively. And Hrazdan really hasn't been able to get any flow offensively. And that really starts because they haven't been getting stops and they haven't been playing fast. The key for them, it starts on the defensive side. Once they get some stops, they really want to push the pace. They haven't been able to do that. So it starts on the defensive side for Hrazdan. For the Armens, great job offensively.
Yeah, I said it last week. I have a really short one. For the Armens, get the ball to Warren Helliger, get out of the way. And for Hrazdan, it's a little similar. Get the ball to JT Terrell and get out of the way.
Absolutely. But I think they just need to get some stops. It's as simple as that, because then they can push the pace, get some momentum.
20 minutes to go here. Armens starting out the second half. Chemian gets into the Bagian. Inside Odiambo. Chemian wants it, doesn't get it. Finally gets it. And hits a triple.
Sweet stroke right there from a Jemian.
And Jemian, a guy who earlier in his career not known for his three-point shot, but he's lethal from there now. Terrell, midi is good.
Easy bucket. I mean, it's just so easy for him.
And he's a guy with G League experience, played so much high-level basketball. Helps his team get a stop. Tahanian breakaway. McCoy is back. And Tahanian loses the ball out of bounds off him.
Lucky break there, right there for Hrazdan. It's just been poor offensively from them.
You know, I'm going to have to give Horace an earful about that after. He almost took out one of our cameras again.
He almost did, and Ibrahimian, what a great man, fixed the camera for us.
No love for the fancy of free throw cam today from our players. McCoy with the jumper.
This is the matchup, though, I want to see right now. McCoy against Odiambo. How will that fare? Because they have Averia now on Tahanian.
Tahanian setting the screen for Jemian. Out of bounds. Staying with Armens.
I wish people could hear how loud Samson is. Every second there's something, so much energy.
Helliger gets Ibrahimian in the air. Loses it. Hrazdan the other way. Hudazian drops it off to Terrell, and he can't jam.
Wow.
Other way, Jemian. Nice lay.
Tough break from Hrazdan. That would have been a highlight play.
I'll tell you what. That would have not been a poster, but an NFT in today's world.
Oh, absolutely. A top shot, right?
McCoy able to hit.
That mid-range stroke is nice. He's just comfortable there. They just need to get stops. That's been their problem right now.
And this is the matchup I like. Terrell versus Helliger, the two top scorers. Odiambo wide open.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, good. Nothing you can do, really. He's just good placement with the ball.
Looked like he was about to do a pull-up on the rim.
Oh, yeah.
Lead back to 9 for the Armens. McCoy doesn't hit. Jemian pulls it down.
Yeah, that was predictable. He's been going to that mid-range twice in a row, so Odiamba, good defense.
Jemian with it. Hudatian guarding him. And he goes right inside, doesn't finish. Into the front court, Ibrahimian to Terrell. And that's a warm-up jumper for him.
Excellent fast break offense again.
Terrell now with 20 points. The Bagian. Right place, right time, finds a two-point
Unlucky
basket.
for Hrazdan. Ibrahimian was in the passing lane. The ball goes right to the player, and easy basket.
And Anthony, if you notice the way the Bagian plays, he kind of has that Jose Alvarado to him where he's waiting for you to sleep so he can go pick your pocket.
Absolutely. He's just a smart player.
14 on the shot clock. Ibrahimian will inbound under the basket. To McCoy. McCoy, a three-pointer this time. He's off. Jemian on the break. And that's an easy basket.
Yeah, there was nothing you could do there. If you're McCoy, you leave Odiambo. That's just gonna be an easy dunk.
Terrell gets a Champion in the air. Almost an and one. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Good take from him. He had Kudati open, but decided to just get the big man in foul trouble.
Number 50, Fred Odiambo. First personal. First team foul for the Armens.
Terrell split his last trip to the line, going 1 for 2. Good on the first.
How many fouls is that on Odiambo?
Shooting one.
Odiambo with just 1 foul.
Wow.
No, I like good discipline from the big man.
Yeah, he does a good job of just contesting without fouling. And he doesn't really have to do much. Put his hands up. Nobody's taller than him on the court.
I don't think 2 players combined might not be taller than him on this court.
Oh, yeah.
Helliger gets it to the Jemian. Couldn't get past Ibrahimian. Great defense by him. Corner now, a Jemian. Can't stick to 3. Tahanian put back.
That just hurts. If you're Hrazdan, I mean, great defensive possession. You contest the shot, and then you give up the easy offensive rebound for the score. This is demoralizing.
Dottian finds Terrell in the corner. And that's a rough one. In and out.
Yeah, no flow offensively for them.
The Jemian sticks a 3. We've been talking about Helliger for so long, but a Jemian now the leading scorer for the Armens with 23 points.
And I think that's what happens when you got a score like Helliger. It just opens it up for everyone else because you're putting so much attention on him.
Very dangerous Armens team. They look hungry, not satisfied with being 4-0. Trying to complete the perfect season. Ball off of Helliger. Great defense by Terrell.
And no coach, if that call, either way, no coach is going to be happy with that call. They think it's their way, it's the other way, they're going to be upset. 12-point game, though. I mean, the Armens slowly just extending the lead.
And it's because there's been just too many empty possessions for Hrazdan in the second half. Terrell looked like he got bumped on the way up.
Yeah, that looked like a bump. But just a rainbow floater.
Helliger almost loses it. And pulls up and doing what he did in the first half. That midi is money.
Just a simple pick and roll. I mean, just nothing too fancy.
Ibrahimian finds the trailing of Vedian, and that's his first triple of the game.
That's easy. I mean, they need to stop. They really do. There's just no flow for them.
Back down to a single-digit game. Tahanian sets one for Helliger. Helliger might have traveled. The Balgian finds Odiambo, and Odiambo just playing keep away, finishing that layup up high.
Just throw it to Odiambo, and he's at that spot, and no one can stop that.
The Balgian reaches, and Terrell makes him pay. Counted and the foul.
I don't know about that foul, but good finish.
Second personal.
Terrell continuing to put on an offensive showcase. Now at 26 points. I mean, we just can't say enough about this guy, JT Terrell.
He's been the heartbeat of the offense today. Just makes the timely buckets, but on defense now, can they get a stop? That's the question.
Odiambo going to set a screen. And Hudatian strips a Jemian on the way up. Other way, finds Ibrahimian, and it's a 6-point game.
We haven't seen much of that at all today. I think that's the difference.
Ibrahimian continuing to play aggressive defense on Helliger. And Hudatian winds up with another steal. Hudatian pinned off the backboard by Odiambo.
Yeah, I mean, what can you expect in that position?
He gets an A for effort there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tahanian putting a shoulder into Belosian. No call. Hrazdan with the stop. And Hudatian flicks it up and in.
Good finish. And that's, I mean, what is it? 3 stops in a row. That's all that was missing for them. They get those stops, they leak, and they get easy baskets. It's all it
Anthony,
takes.
it's the closest this game has been since the first quarter now. 4-point game. Helliger in. Looked like it was about to bounce out for a second, but it stayed down.
Classic momentum killer. Just go to your spot, get an easy mid-range. That's all you need.
Ibrahimian behind the back pass. Avedian gets Odiambo in there, but doesn't finish through Tahanian. Great help defense.
Yeah, that was good defense. I'm surprised they haven't done that more with Avedian, taking him outside of the paint.
Ajemian. Another 3 by Ajemian. Ajemian really feeling himself right now. It's Ajemian's 4th 3, 26 points now. Rebound Odiambo. And the Armens back up by 9 now. 2 minutes to go. Chance to make it a double-digit game.
Yeah, I think they just got more comfortable on offense. Some things didn't go their way. Go back to Helliger and just make it happen.
And they just weren't phased by that run Hrazdan made. Cut it to 9, or cut it to 4. Helliger's off, though. Hrazdan the other way. Hudatian finds Terrell. Terrell off.
That was a big shot. You got to hit that.
Under 2 minutes now. Helliger bringing it up. Terrell matched up against him. Tahanian wants it in the post against the smaller Belosian. Backing down Belosian.
Wow.
Tahanian can't finish.
Unfortunate there for Tahanian.
It's been a rough go for Tahanian offensively today.
Oh, yeah.
Belosian sticks a 3 on the other
Big
end.
shot from Bogo. We haven't seen, this is the first shot of the game, if I'm not mistaken. We haven't seen a lot of that from him.
Belosian doing what needs to be done to win. Guarding the bigger Tahanian. Those two very familiar with each other. Playing together at CV. Both with 2 years of varsity experience together. Helliger snaking through the lane. Odiambo can't answer.
That's a bailout for Hrazdan. You take that every single time. Odiambo.
Helliger driving, loses it, keeps possession. 15 on the shot clock. Avedian says, why not let it fly?
Wow. That's a rarity. That would have been a huge hit for Avedian.
Jemian brings it down now.
Good foul to give.
There's a foul in. Anthony, as you'd expect, Odiambo's dominating the boards. 14 rebounds already.
Yeah, he's just been everywhere. I mean, no one can really contain him in that paint. But he's made timely rebounds, timely plays. Those offensive rebounds add up because they've been really helping the offense.
And the way you, I guess, battle him on the board, Hart almost lobbed it in the basket. Odiambo with another jam. I think the way you combat him on the boards, you just got to push him out. You got to push him out and have someone else come and get the rebound.
Yeah, you really, and I think offensively you've got to get him outside of the paint. Avedian has got to just stay in the perimeter and keep him outside of the paint because that just opens up some driving lanes for Hrazdan.
This would most likely be the last possession of the third quarter. Terrell with it. 5 seconds left. Terrell pulls up. Odiambo gets into him and it's a bucket.
Massive.
Casey Terrell with a triple and the foul. Going to the free throw line. Chance to make it a 4-point game.
That's a perfect ending to this quarter for Hrazdan. Get some momentum getting into the fourth. Terrell lights out. That's a second 4-point play we've seen today.
Yep. Terrell just excellent on offense. I don't know what to say. Already at 30 points today. 12 of 22 for the field. Over 50%. He's done no wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been their go-to offensively. He's hit some really timely buckets, especially that one. The momentum was kind of going back to the Armens. Hrazdan gets that big 4-point play. He's got to convert the free throw. Go into the fourth quarter down 4 points, I think, is a huge win for them.
And that's just such a backbreaker for the Armens, working so hard to make it a 9-point game.
Yeah.
They were up, and now it's a chance to cut the lead to 5 or 4. Next game, Robert Valentine, one of the top scorers in the league, going at it with Artsakh, the number 2 seed this season. Artsakh had their first loss of the year last week to none other than the Armens.
Yeah, Artsakh's probably going to be playing with a lot of anger. Want to get that win back.
Terrell converts the 4-point play. And quick to Jemian. Couple steps inside half court. Shot not off on time, and that'll do us through 3. The Armens up by 4. Hrazdan not going away. Great job by them battling. We'll be right back with the Academy USA Coaches Corner.
Hrazdan, good momentum to end the third quarter. What's the key going into the fourth?
Keep the momentum. We got to make some stops, and we got to make our layups and keep the big man out. That's defense.
What's the importance of keeping that big man out?
It's going to be tough. We got to be physical with them.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the game.
Final quarter of action here at Academy USA. This championship rematch has lived up to the expectations. Hrazdan not going down without a fight. Down by as many as 13 at one point, but there's one name that's going to live in the back of all these Armens players' mind, JT Terrell.
Yeah, JT Terrell having a great game. Obviously ended that with the 4-point play. You want to keep this momentum going here for Hrazdan.
And you know, they've done it with McCoy on the bench for a majority of that third quarter.
Yeah, that's an interesting call.
Datian working against Odiambo. Finds Belosian inside. Avedian, 8 on the shot clock. Turn around. Jumper's good.
Tough. And that's a look at that Armens. So they put Odiambo on Tevan, who's not really a great shooter, instead of Avedian. Smart play for them defensively.
And now Hrazdan only down by 2. Helliger needs to get himself going. Tahani with it. Short corner. Drives. Jump hook. No good. And the ball's going to stay with the Armens with 4 on the shot clock.
If you get a stop here for Hrazdan, that's huge. Suck all that momentum back to your way.
Out of bounds, Armens basketball. 4-second on the shot clock.
You know, I might be mistaken, but it looked like Hart hit the rim on that last shot. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Jemian there finishes through contact.
Savvy out of bounds play.
Vedian gets it, launches one. Huge 3 to make it a 1-point game.
I'm telling you, he's the key, because if he can stretch the floor and have Odiambo get out of the paint, it's a completely different offense for Hrazdan.
And Hrazdan not going down without a fight. Helliger with it. Spins, finds the Baghlian. Tahanian gets to Jemian, and Jemian loses it. 4 on the shot clock. Got to get something up. Air ball out of bounds.
Some contact on that one, but he gave him space to land. I mean, if you're Armens, I mean, Odiambo, he should get it every possession. He should touch it. He should be involved in the offense.
Just get him a touch. Maybe see what he could get out of the post.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, because they really have no way to stop him at this point.
And Jagulian inside. Avedian.
Ooh, Avedian
Off.
has a heat check.
Good shot, though. Gonna live with it. Other way. Helliger. Tied up. Terrell forces a steal. Bringing it down. Pulls up. Too strong.
Tough shot on that. I think you want to get a better one if you're Hrazdan.
Better move by Injagulian, giving the foul in the backcourt. Mansourian back in the game for the Armens.
Still waiting for a signature three-pointer from Mansourian.
Look, you want to talk about a guy that makes timely baskets? He might be the definition of it.
Absolutely.
Tahanian catches off the inbound. Helliger, double team comes his way. Mansourian finds Odiambo. Odiambo off one leg, gets it to go.
Wow. I mean, Avedian played good defense. Just gets a one-leg fadeaway.
Terrell doesn't get the call, hits the deck.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
Helliger finishes.
And there's the momentum right there. 2 quick baskets, you kind of bring it your way.
The other way, Hrazdan, quick
Yeah.
finish.
That's just smart. And we haven't seen much of that because they haven't been able to get stops.
Just back and forth. Non-stop action. Helliger off. Tahanian rebounds. Dabahian. He's off to Odiambo. He's going to the free throw line.
Wow. It's all those second chance points right there.
Odiambo now with 19 rebounds, almost at 20. Like, there's nothing you could do at that point.
Yeah, there's really nothing. I mean, Hrazdan's coach talked about it. You got to be physical, try to push him out of the paint. I think that's the least you can do. He's just so much taller. They got long arms. It's difficult.
And you know what? He's efficient, too. Shoots a high percentage. He could stretch the floor and
Yeah.
hit from deep.
Yeah, he's an efficient player. He's smart, too. Knows where to be. And I think defensively is where Hrazdan has to really figure out how they can just make him not relevant. Whoever he's guarding, you got to move him. You got to involve him in the offense.
And you know what? I bet he caught a couple guys by surprise with that first triple he hit.
He did. He probably did. Because that just makes you think maybe we should step out. Just adds another layer to his game.
Lead back to 4 for the Armens. Injagulian, great backdoor cut by Terrell, and he finishes.
Just perfect. Perfect execution on that.
Anthony, at this point in the ballgame, it might come down to who has the last possession.
We just need one good push.
Helliger, no good, and Odiambo cleans it up again.
Yeah, I mean, really, what can you do?
He's just been exceptional for this Armens team. Terrell finishes through the contact.
That was a really nice find from Sampson. Good finish from Terrell. You got to get a stop here. It's a 2-point game. Tie it up. That's going to be big for them.
Helliger driving. Helliger and one.
Wow, poor foul from Terrell, but Helliger, again, just imposing his will, gets to his spot, and smart, uses his pivot foot, and gets an easy layup.
As you said, Terrell's 4th. He's going to have to be careful the rest of this way. If Terrell has to leave this game because of getting fouled out, that's huge trouble for Hrazdan.
Yeah, huge. He's been their offense, really. Avedian has been the second man, but Terrell has been the lead person for them.
Helliger converts the and one. Now with 27 points.
Haven't seen a lot of McCoy either.
McCoy been on the bench for the majority of this second half. Hrazdan tries the backdoor cut. Avedian driving. Avedian finds Injagulian. Ibrahimian just rising up for the rebound. And Odiambo protecting the rim.
Yeah, I mean, that was good extra effort from Ibrahimian. You got to hit that shot if you're Julian. That's a key shot.
Looks like Ajemian is going to be coming back into the game. Giving the ball a much needed rest.
I feel like he hasn't even sat. He's been in the whole game.
Avedian.
Wow. Shots haven't been falling for him today.
Hrazdan taps it out of bounds. 5:35 left. Armens up by 5 points.
The question here now is, can Hrazdan get 2 consecutive stops? Because offensively, they've really been played better in the second half.
Helliger floats one up. Rebound to Vedian. Ball to Hrazdan. There's that one stop. Can they get the
Yeah.
bucket following it up?
That's what's the key right now, and I think the ball is going to be in Terrell's hands. But look, got to figure out the open man right there.
And Jagulian wide open, and he smokes the layup.
Wow. You're not going to get those every possession. That's key. You got to get that.
And Armenian the other way, able to
Look at that.
finish.
You miss a layup, you give it up.
4-point swing right there. Ibrahimian the other way. Hrazdan wanted it into the post, and he can't score on
Wow.
Mansourian.
And Hrazdan's coach talked about it. He said they've got to make their layups. Just 2 missed layups right there. This is going to go a long way.
Kahanian working in the post, up, under. He's going to go to the free throw line.
That's a tough call. I don't know about that, but Hrazdan kind of losing some gas. They've gotten a little frustrated now with those 2 layups, 2 missed layups. That hurts because you just kind of get demoralized by that. They got to stay in the game. They've got to focus and just try to get some stops.
And you know what? Credit to the Armens. Every time that Hrazdan misses, they come back the other way and they score and they continue to extend their lead.
Yeah, the Armens have been offensively. They've been great this entire game, and I think that it makes it easier when you got players like Hellinger and you've got Odiambo in the paint. It makes it easier for you. Now Jamal McCoy is finally back in.
Back in. Looks like Injagulian will be coming out. And you have to think he's not happy with himself after that missed layup.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think you don't get those easy layups all the time, and he's a competitor. Got to get that in because that goes a long way.
And the ball's going to stay with the Armens off the missed free throw.
Oh, and Ibrahimian doesn't like the call.
It's like the ball's playing a little bit of hide and go seek right now. Odiambo trying to find it. Up there it is.
Watch out for the camera.
These cameras not having a good day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. First one of them got destroyed. We fixed it. Keep falling.
Fanzia free throw cam not having a good day. Fanzia by the fans for the fans. And a travel called now on Odiambo.
And now that missed call where they said Ibrahimian is it now, it just goes right back to them. So that's a pretty good bailout for Hrazdan.
This is a huge possession for Hrazdan. Got to make it a 2-possession game. Ibrahimian tries a 3. No good.
Odiambo on McCoy. McCoy has got to shoot that 3. Make him think.
Jemian between 2 defenders.
Whoa.
And he's called for a travel.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I've never seen that. But he had such a quick split of that pick and roll. Just lost the ball, I feel like, in the air.
That play just out of the ordinary.
Yeah, very, very much.
Terrell. Huge basket.
That
Cuts
was
the lead to 6.
Oh, that was so nice. Just a quick dribble through the legs and stops on a dime, pulls up on the elbow. I mean, what can you do against that?
Just so pretty watching him play.
Oh, yeah. So beautiful on that.
This game being slowed down by the Armens, letting every precious second come off the clock. Helliger answers Terrell.
Just no stops on that. What can you... Insane.
Helliger saying anything you could do, I could do better.
Terrell forcing that. Hrazdan has to play a perfect game right now. I think every shot you get has to be the best possible shot. Can't force it. But there's some frustration, obviously, on their side.
And Hrazdan taking a nice or a much-needed timeout. Down at 8, need to draw something up coming out of this timeout. We'll be right back. 1:36 remains in this championship rematch. Hrazdan down 8. Need a big bucket out of this timeout. Avedian can't get it to go.
Yeah, not falling for him today.
And a lob to Odiambo. Terrell's there to stop it.
Not a smart play. You're up. You gotta just be smart. Take your time.
And Terrell knifing through the lane. He's gonna go to the free throw line. Two huge free throws right now for Terrell. Terrell, your leading scorer in this game. 37 points already.
Yeah, these free throws are huge. 6-point game with 3 minutes left is very salvageable.
Good on the first. That's a big one. And, you know, they've done a great job limiting Helliger in the second half, but it's led to Ajemian getting off. He's at 30 points.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen when you got so much attention on one player. Other players are going to open up. What a perfect
Terrell
scenario for them.
With an unorthodox three-point play.
Oh, yeah.
Look, he had a 4-point play. He had a 3-point play off making the free throw first. There's no way this guy can't score.
And now Terrell was on Helliger. Now you got the switch.
The Balian. Off Odiambo with another rebound. And Odiambo doesn't finish.
Oh.
Third time around, he gets fouled.
Can't get. That's just so unlucky for Hrazdan because they get the stop, they don't get the rebound, then they get another missed shot, they don't get the rebound, and then they foul on that one. I think it's a good foul, though.
At the line shooting 2, Fred Odiambo.
Big free throws for Odiambo.
And, you know, for Hrazdan, a split is huge right here. He misses the front end.
I think that's really your best case scenario. Obviously, it's 2 missed free throws, but a split is amazing because you don't give up any points on that possession, really.
Odiambo 0 for 2, and Terrell
Wow.
gets the rebound. Udati now pushing the pace. Finds Ibrahimian. Ibrahimian can't knock it down.
He thought about that too much, hesitated. You gotta just shoot it.
Helliger. Inside, fade away. He gets another one to go in.
That's just
Helliger now with 31. Udatian. Quick finish.
good, because that was quick, too. This is a must. You need to get a stop right here, because that just keeps you alive.
Helliger has other ideas. Can't finish. Odiambo!
Oh, my goodness.
Slams it on Avedian.
Jeez. Wow, what a putback from Odiambo.
It's like he saw where that ball was going off the rim.
He flew in there.
Just sprinted in and put it back. McCoy off.
And that's really been the story of the game. Armens have been getting the extra opportunities, the second chance points, and that's just demoralizing for you as a defense. You do all that work, you got to stop, and then you give it up right back.
Helliger draws a foul. I'm still shook by that dunk by Odiambo.
That was nice. That was nice. He flew in there, just slammed it over Avedian and hung on that, and then dropped down and looked back at the rim. You know, I talked about having Kuradian speed. I would love to have Odiambo's size. Just give me for an hour, 1 hour, go to a park, see what I could do with that size.
See how the air is up in the atmosphere?
Exactly. Wouldn't you love that? Just for 1 hour, just go to any park you want with his size.
And just dominate.
Dunk on some kids and leave.
Helliger good on both. 9-point game. And you got to think Terrell is going to come down and get a quick bucket.
Yeah, it's just, I think Hrazdan is demoralized right now. I think they were in the game. Things just.
McCoy, that's a huge bucket. Cuts the lead to 6.
But if you just look at the body language of Hrazdan, they're out of it. some of the players are just not in tune in this game right now.
And Helliger doing his best to keep the lead in the Armens' hands. 6-point game. He's got it.
A bucket here is a dagger for the Armens.
Hudatsian on an island. Oh, tough call at the end of the shot clock.
And Hrazdan wants to carry on it for Helliger. They haven't been getting it the whole game. Probably not going to get it with just a minute left.
Number 1, Sevan Podarian, his second personal in the bonus. Shooting 2, Warren Allen.
Helliger trying to ice the game. Get on for it. It's just so effortless
Yeah,
for him.
it's just easy for him. I mean, I think he's obviously the heart of this offense, but Odiambo has just done a really good job of just complimenting him, doing the dirty work with the rebounds, getting the extra effort.
Terrell with it. 40 seconds left. Avedian. Great defense by Harut.
Yeah, absolutely good defense.
Three-pointer off. Odiambo rebounds. And Ajemian's going to hold it.
Yeah, the game is. What does Chickern say?
In the freezer?
In the
Or
refrigerator.
in the refrigerator.
Whoa.
And Odiambo adding insult to injury.
I don't know about that one.
And that will do it for another game here at the AABA. The Armens continue their undefeated season, taking this one 106-96. Hrazdan battling all game, but they couldn't make the comeback. Your player of the game, none other than Fred Odiambo. 28 points, 26 rebounds. Great performance by Odiambo coming back from a suspension. We'll have an interview with him shortly, but also got to give credit to the rest of that Armens team. Helliger, 35 points on 14 of 25 shooting. Ajemian, 30 points on 13 of 20 shooting. So much efficient offense by this team. And I've got to give credit to Coach Vikan Eskijian doing a great job at the helm, keeping his players composed every time Hrazdan was making a run. Odiambo walking up now. We're going to send it down to the sideline with Anthony. We'll be right there with him.
I was just mad because it found my ears, and I said when I get the ball, I'm breaking the rim. And then on top of that, I've been out for 2 games because I got into a fight. So I wanted to show my teammate that I got them. That's why I came back to show them like I still got their back.
How much of that you think played a role in you dominating the boards tonight? 26 rebounds. You playing angry out there?
Oh yeah, I was angry. I was fisting. I need to eat everything. The referee too, but no. But just one game at a time. This was a good game. Another game coming next weekend. We're gonna come here with my A game.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Player of the game, Fred Odiambo. More AABA coming up next.